Good morning and welcome to the Money Matters Morning Show. Come on in the room and give me one moment. I am going to share as well. Welcome. As soon as you get in, you can just tell me hi in the comments. Let me know where you're from. I truly appreciate it. And we're going to get started. I understand how valuable your time is. So we will get started here in one moment. Okay, good morning and welcome to the Money Matters Morning Show, where we talk all things faith, finances, and the freedom of good credit, as well as the freedom of entrepreneurship. And I am your host, Nefateria Robinson. And you can catch me here every weekday morning, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For you of those who have been watching me for a while, I am now on my business page at nefateriarobinson.com. So please come over there, like, and follow to ensure you get the notifications of when I'm going live. So let's get into today's topic. So, like I said, we're going to talk about how to get those credit card balances down, and I'm going to give you a couple ways that you can do that. Did you know that the average household carries a debt balance of $15,654? Yes, let me say that again. $15,654. That is, to some people, a car. Like, that is a lot of money, but people are carrying those balances on their credit card. And some of you are wondering, like, how in the world can you carry that kind of balance on your credit card? Well, some people have limits of $20,000, $7,000, $8,000, things of that nature. So they can, if they have multiple cards of $8,000 credit limits or $17,000 credit limits or $10,000 credit limits, they can easily rack up that balance of having an average balance of $15,654. So today, on today's broadcast, we're going to talk about ways that you can get those balances down. And when you join me, please tag and share. If you tag and share this video, I will offer you an opportunity to secure your spot in my free webinar called 5 Ways You're Killing Your Credit Score, as well as get 15 minutes of my time where we can discuss and answer your burning question that you have about personal finances or credit, which means budgeting, saving, debt elimination, or any credit question that you may have, that you can hop on the phone with me and we can get that and we can discuss that. So just stay tuned, make sure you tag and share, and then I will message you on how you can sign up for that as well. So are you tired of getting turned down, sitting in that finance office on pins and needles, waiting for that finance manager to come back and say you're approved or not approved, and things of that nature? Did you get your first credit card as soon as you got to college, or you went shopping and they offered you that retail store credit card, department store card, so you can save that 20%? That's generally how most of us get started in getting credit cards. And how we normally get credit cards is we're introduced to them by somebody, the nice sales person at the department store, or we go pump gas and we see the little display or brochures about, hey, sign up and you can earn $1 on the dollar or 5% cash back and all these other enticing things, and you get your credit card. But no one tells you that how impactful that your credit cards impact your credit score. No one's talking about it. No one's telling you. But I'm here to talk about that. So if you have any questions about credit, any credit questions, any personal finance questions about saving, budget, or eliminating your debt, you can submit your question at bit.ly/AskNefR, and I'll answer your question on here on the morning show, which is every weekday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to type that in the comments so you know where you can submit your questions to me. You can also put the questions here in the comments, and I will answer them as well. But if you want to be a little bit more private about your question, you can submit it at bit.ly/AskNefR. You can get your question answered right there. Give me one moment, guys. Okay. So let's talk about this thing, okay, a little bit further. And you probably wonder, well, how can I help you? Well, let me tell you how I can help you. So what I do is I help high-end earning professionals who have had some credit challenges, and they're looking for somebody to act on the behalf of them when it comes to dealing with the credit bureaus as well as the creditors. And I am who they turn to when they want somebody to handle that for them, so they can reduce their risk, increase their opportunities, and help them to buy with confidence. So let's get into today's topic, the 9 ways, not 9. I'm only going to give you 3. Please pardon me. 3 ways that you can get those credit card balances down. So way number 1 is to take stock. And what I mean by taking stock, I mean, get your wallet, get your purse, get wherever you keep your credit cards. If you like me, I don't remove them out of my wallet and out of my billfold, as well as my husband's billfold, and they're in the lockbox. But however, you still need to get those credit cards out, and you need to take stock. And what I mean by taking stock is the one thing I want you to do is get those credit cards out, write down how much you owe on those credit cards, write down the interest rate, so you can actually know what you actually owe. Sometimes you just pay the minimum payment, and you don't even realize that that minimum payment is going to end up. You're going to end up paying a lot more for that credit card than you originally charged on it. I have credit card statements that tell me that if you charge this amount and you only pay the minimum amount, at the end of this amount of time, this is actually how much you paid for that particular amount that you actually borrowed on the credit card. Okay. All right. So this is the next thing I want to tell you. Number 2, I want you to improve your credit rate. And what I mean by that, and what do you mean improve? You can actually make a phone call to whoever you have credit cards with and ask them nicely, ask them to decrease your interest rate. It doesn't take a phone call. It don't hurt anything to ask. You don't know if you don't ask. You heard all those things. You have not because you asked not. All those kind of things. So just pick up the phone after you took all those credit cards and wrote down who it is. It's Chase Bank. I owe them $2,000. The interest rate is 10%. Whatever. After you've written all that out, then you get on the phone with Chase Bank. Sometimes they have it on the back of the card, a little 800 number, or you get your latest statement from them. Call that 800 number, talk to somebody, and ask them you would like to get your interest rates reduced, and just ask them. And the first person may go ahead and do it, or they may not. But wait another 30 days and call and ask again. It doesn't hurt to keep asking, but ask to get a lower interest rate. That can save you. It can take off. Shave dollars off how much you end up paying back in the long run. So pick up the phone. That's all it takes. Make a phone call. Pick up the phone. I'm going to type in the comments the ways that I've told you thus far so that you can text them. If you're driving or if you're listening on your break and it's loud, you'll know exactly what you need to do to get going with reducing these credit card balances. So give me a moment to type that. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to put them in the comments. You can also submit them at bit.ly/asknefr, and I will answer your question now. Interest. Okay. And like I said, way number 2 is to improve your rates by making a phone call. That's all you need to do, to make a phone call, ask. We have not because we ask not, asking you shall receive. All of those good biblical scriptures and terms. Just make sure that you're doing that. So call up the credit card, call up companies, and request for interest rate. Okay, and tip number 3 is to create a budget. I know I said that ugly B word. Nobody wants to talk about creating a budget because you feel like, oh, a budget has to be, restrictive, and I gotta cut out my lattes, and I can't eat out no more, and I can't get my nails done, I can't get my hair done. As much as I talk about money, you've been watching me for any length of time. I'm constantly changing my hair. I'm constantly got my nails done. So it does not mean just because you're on a budget that you have to cut out things that you like. And you may have to reduce the frequency of it, or find a more budget-friendly way to do it, but does not mean you have to cut out things that you like necessarily. But one of the things it does to help you create a budget, because it helps you show where you can have the extra money to help pay those balances down. So your action step with creating the budget is, what is 3 ways immediately that you can cut down on your expenses? What's 3 things that you can cancel or reduce the amount of service that you're receiving? If you get 500 cable channels and you're only watching 100, call your cable company, find out how you can reduce that. If you hardly ever home and don't watch TV at all, get rid of cable altogether. It just depends on your lifestyle, your responsibilities, and what you got going on. But think of 3 ways immediately you can reduce or cut out some things. If you normally eat out for lunch every day, maybe brown bag 3 days a week and eat out two times a week and make it really count. We eat out those 2 days, make it something really, really good, something you really, really want. just things of that nature. But think of 3 ways that you can immediately cut down your expenses and also go ahead and work on the budget. And if you like, you know what, and if I really don't want to work on no budget, I don't like it, I don't like the numbers, I don't like the time it takes, call your girl. And I can do the budget for you. You just have to submit me the things that I need, and I can craft your budget for you and send it back to you. If you really don't have the time and you're looking for somebody to do it because you know you need it done, I am your girl. Reach out to me, contact me, and I can get your budget done for you. And you can go on about your day and enjoying your life, and I'll be crunching your numbers for you and getting your budget straight. So that is what I wanted to tell you guys today. Hold on, I'm typing in the notes of people that can watch the replay, will have the notes or don't have long, cut down immediately. Okay. Cut down. Okay. And so if you want to find out other ways that you can reduce your balances, like I said, I'm going to tell you how you can secure your seat in my free webinar that I'm having Tuesday, January the 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link to register is in the description of this video. Also, if you want to take me up on that 15 minutes because you did join me on this live or you join me on the replay and you're tagging and you're sharing and you're engaging with me, you want to join me in for that 15 minutes, get that burning question about your personal finance, your burning money question answered, definitely type in the comments me, and I will go ahead and get you scheduled for that. If you want to register for the webinar, you can click the link in the description. If you want to take me up on that 15 minutes, just type me in the comments and I ensure that we get that scheduled for you as soon as possible. Like I said, you can catch me here every week on my Facebook business page. That's at nefateriarobinson.com. It's my Facebook business page. You can catch me here live. If you've been normally watching me on my personal page, I'm no longer going live on my personal page. I am going live on my business page. So you need to like my business page. Make sure you follow me so you can get the notifications when I go live. And then also, if you're not on my email list, you get on my email list, I'll send the video right directly to your email. So if you're interested in getting on my email list and getting the videos coming directly to your email, then just type in the comments email. Type in the comments email if you want them to come directly to your email. If you want to catch them live, you make sure you're here every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Facebook page. If you want to take me up on that 15 minutes, type in the comments me. And if you want to register for my free webinar I'm having next Tuesday, you can go ahead and click register in the link. And for those who say, oh God, Nef, I got something going on Tuesday night, that's my Bible study night, my kid got a football game, basketball game, whatever you got going on, if you go ahead and register, I ensure that you can't be there with me live. You will have an opportunity to get the replay, but you have to register in order to get the replay. So if you don't register, you won't have an opportunity. Even if you can't watch it live, you won't have an opportunity to get the replay. So make sure you register even if you can't join me live because you'll have access to the replay. All right, thanks for joining me. And remember, owe no man nothing but to love him. For he that have loveth hath fulfilled the law. Have a great day. Bye.